information this afternoon.
Plymouth Planning Commission regular meeting for Thursday, November 16th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. Could we have a roll call?
Commissioner Kozar,
Present.
Commissioner Mickelson is absent tonight. Vice Chair Sullivan,
Present.
Chair Clapper.
Present.
Thank you, we have a quorum.
So let's please stand for the flag salute. I believe it's
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll move on to the approval of the planning commission regular meeting agenda for November 16th, 2023. Do I have a motion to approve the regular meeting agenda?
I move that we approve the regular meeting agenda.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Kozar,
Here.
Vice Chair Sullivan,
Yes.
Chair Clapper,
Yes.
and Commissioner Kozar, you're here, it
I
was a
mean,
yes.
yes.
Okay, just double checking, thank you. Motion passes.
All right, we'll move on to public comments. So in accordance with California Government Code Section 54954.3, public may address the planning commission on any item concerning subject matter that is within the planning commission's jurisdiction. However, no action may be taken on items not posted on the agenda, other than to briefly respond, refer to staff, or to direct that an item be placed on a future agenda. Do we have any public comments?
I see a little public way back in the room, but I need some binoculars to see you guys way back there.
Bob Euchre sheets. That's right. All right, we'll move on. No, we have no presentations, so we'll move on to item 5, the consent calendar items. Let's move on to 5.1, which is the approval of the planning commission regular meeting agenda minutes for October 19th, 2023.
I move we accept those.
And I second.
A roll call vote.
Are we doing them individually? The consent calendar items, take them together? Okay, so 5.2 will.
Okay, we'll move to 5.2, approval of cancellation of the December 21, 2023 planning commission meeting. So we'll just go ahead and get a motion and second on that one. If there is such.
I'll make a motion to.
And I'll second.
Okay, and we had a roll call vote to combine 5.1 and 5.2.
Commissioner Kozar,
I missed the, it's a roll call vote.
Yeah, just a yes or a no. Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Vice Chair Sullivan,
Yes.
Chair Clapper.
Yes.
Thank you, motion passes.
All right, we have no public hearings, no unfinished business. So we're gonna go to the new business section 8.1, introduction of our new planning director, Adriana Ortiz. And so we'll just open it up to the floor to you, Adriana, and Margaret, if you have anything to say as well.
Thank you. Okay, so I have 5 degrees, 2 associate's degrees, 1 in general education honors, 1 in alternative energy technology. I have a bachelor's in business administration from University of Laverne, a bachelor's in urban and regional planning from the Pomona. And I have an MBA from University of Laverne also. So say that I like city and I like, make sure that everybody's thriving is an understatement. I have a background in city and county planning and also airport planning for a little bit, and then back to city planning. So guess I love it more. And that's a little bit about me. Born and raised in California.
All right, excellent. Maybe we could do the same. Would you like to go first and kind of introduce yourself to our new planning director?
Melvin Cosard, I'm retired Sacramento County inspector and moved here to be in the best of areas, retirement away from Roseville. It was getting too big for me, so it's nice to be everything behind you and enjoying the life and environment of a great city like we've got here.
Thank you, Matt.
Hi, I'm Mike Sullivan. I live here in the city of Plymouth, obviously. I moved here about 3 years ago, but many years ago, I was the sheriff in Amador County, and I was assigned to Plymouth, and Plymouth kind of took me in as my family. It's been home even when I didn't live here. So I moved back up here when I had the opportunity. I'm getting closer to retirement, and I've enjoyed every minute. I'm glad to be here. Welcome.
Excellent. And Bill Claprock been a resident for about 4.5 years, and just moved like these guys, just get a lower, kind of calmer lifestyle, more relaxed, and great small community. I grew up in a community very similar to this, so it's nice to feel that hominess and just know people, right? It's like know your neighbors. That's what it's all about. So it's good to be here. But nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
And I have a quick question. You just so people are watching at home or are going to watch this on YouTube. You're going to have office hours here.
I will be here whenever there's a planning commission meeting. But my contact information I think is available online, so they need to contact me here.
Great, thank you.
Excellent. So we'll move on to item 8.2, which is to discuss what the planning commission would like to discuss and or review on future agendas. So we'll hold a quick discussion, take any public comments if there is any, and provide any direction to staff about any other issues the planning commission may like to review on their own. So we'll just kind of open it up, have a discussion on maybe what's on our mind, so you get to know where we've been in the past a little bit, and then maybe what we're looking for in the future. So we'll just open it up, Mike.
Well, obviously, even if we don't have business to do agenda items or things to vote on at these meetings, it's nice to get together occasionally or regularly and hear from you what's going on in the city. I mean, there's a number of projects that are pending that the public's obviously aware of and we're aware of. So people like to hear updates on those, and we like to give folks the ability to come in and comment if they have any comments on those. So that's important to me personally. Also, I think there's a couple of things, maybe at least one, the animal thing that there's some action we've taken in the past that hasn't come back to us that I'm aware of. So anything that's kind of hanging out there would be nice to have it come back and get settled and done.
Can you tell me which items haven't come back, Mike?
I think it was an animal ordinance, and it was related to like small animals and raising by the 4-H and FFA, like children's raising animals.
It's like an animal keeping section of your municipal code.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and we had recommended I think a modification. It was we had approved that, and it was gonna go to the council for decision.
Okay.
I believe it was probably about maybe a year ago.
Dana gave that to me just this week, so I'll get with her and get with that.
Great. Was there anything else outstanding? That was the only one I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, there was one that was brought up about an administrative use permit and the 10-day notice requirements. So maybe a good topic in the future would be just to go through the administrative use permit process. And so we can get familiar with it, because we don't see it that often. And I think it was mainly around notifying residents around the person, where the person lives applying for the administrative use permit. So maybe just an overview of that process.
So I think this being like a workshop on the agenda, that.
Perfect. That would be great, yeah, excellent. Mel, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Well, I like being on the planning commission because when things come up like the improvements on the roadway site restoration, the improvement of landscaping aspects, and I like to get in on it because that was part of my knowledge for working for public works inspection for 20 years. And so it's nice to review this and see if they've thought of different things that they might have overlooked and stuff like that. So it's interesting to follow through on some aspects like that.
And another area maybe, so we have a couple of projects, I think, beginning to make their way to the commission. Like reviewing the EIR once that's completed for the, the RV park expansion and the subdivision. As well as some others, so maybe, I know we've had a workshop in the past, it's been a while, because it was before the EIR process was started for the primary project coming. So maybe like an update on, once the EIR gets done and completed and comes before the commission, what are our responsibilities and, actions to take once we get to that point?
One thing I know that I owe you is the annual Zinfandel Ridge Development Agreement annual review. I know I owe you that. It'll come in January, if that's okay with the commission.
Sure. That would be our next meeting.
I'm working with Stefan. He and I are going through the development agreement and looking at those things that you guys wanted identified better. So we're going through that and outlining those a little bit better.
Yeah, that'd be great, that'd be good. Anything else?
No, I think that pretty well covers it. Thank you.
Margaret or staff, anything that you would recommend that we review in the future?
Maybe some outdated codes that we can look at that we know are outdated and need to be looked at when there's some downtime.
That's good. On those, has anything come up from the community on areas of concern or?
No, not that have come in recently.
Excellent. And so I think, again, to those first 2 points, which was the animal control ordinance, it'd be, and we hadn't done this in the past, but I think it would be a good practice, like when something does leave our approval and moves to the council, maybe have like a next meeting, follow up on the outcome. Just so we're aware, and then we can document it in our record and commission as well.
One thing I wouldn't mind either the time is maybe a small workshop on how LAFCO and annexation works, just out of curiosity. I know I've gotten some questions about that, and I don't know a lot.
I could definitely start a working list of workshops. I don't want to inundate you guys in one day.
Yeah, yeah, spread it out over time, that would be fun. Awesome. Excellent. Any other comments or concerns from the commission before we open up the public comment? All right, any public comment on things we would like to see in the future as far as planning commission?
Yeah, passive opportunity.
That's right.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
I'm gonna take 3. Good evening, Mr. Chair, Mike McLaughlin, City of Plymouth resident, member of the city council, and forgive my ignorance, I don't know what the origin would be, right, a proper procedural piece, but it was identified recently when a project was presented to us, which is the Pullman, I believe it's a Pullman development, it's on Highway 49 outside the city limit.
Putnam Ranch.
Putnam, thank you, the Putnam Ranch, that although it abuts against our city limits, it is outside of our sphere of influence, and our sphere of influence is basically commensurate with our city limit, which means we don't have a seat at the table to influence. And where, I don't know if I'm out of order speaking in the wrong group, but since you're taking topics, right, is we need to look at potentially doing a general plan update, which I know is no small undertaking, and my ignorance is, I don't know if the initiative or the authority rests with the planning commission to start that work, or if it starts from the city council down. I don't know, so I don't want to speak out of turn. Us. So. I guess we'll talk later. So, yeah, we'll add it to our list, but Ben, welcome, Adriana. It's great to have you. I look forward to the next chapter. Thank you guys so much for your service to our great city. So thank you.
And just for your info, Mike, that question about the workshop I wanted kind of comes from similar questions I've heard from people on about that project and other projects, about our sphere of influence, what authority we have, and how we can take things into the city and annexation if we wanted to, or at least have some influence in things that border us and affect our city. So that's one reason why I asked, was that same thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm in the process of reading the Putnam Ranch EIR because it's in the comment stage. It's a tough read. It's not really my bailiwick, so I'm trying to get through it so I can make recommendations for a comment letter. So that's my nighttime reading when I go home.
Great. And Richard, right, just thinking, sure. So is it out, can we locate that?
It's on the county website. I'd be more than happy to send you guys a link in the morning.
That'd be great, yeah. Absolutely. Then we could all. All right, if there's no other comments, we'll close the discussion. Thank you for that, and look forward to having some of those topics come back. All right, so we'll go through item 9, which is reports. So any reports from any commissioners or updates?
None here.
Don't have anything.
All right, I have none. Any reports? That's probably a little bit soon, but from the planning director.
So far, everybody I've met has been very nice.
And city staff.
I don't think so. I think I've told you everything I've got.
All right. Look at that, short and sweet. With that, I'll adjourn the meeting this evening at 6:48.